Transportation plays a significant role in our daily lives, enabling us to commute to work, visit friends and family, and explore new places. However, the environmental impact of transportation is substantial, contributing to greenhouse gas emissions, air pollution, and various ecological disturbances. Understanding these impacts is essential for making informed choices that promote low waste and sustainable living. The primary concern with transportation is its reliance on fossil fuels. Vehicles powered by petrol and diesel emit carbon dioxide, CO2, a greenhouse gas that contributes to global warming. In fact, the transportation sector accounts for a considerable portion of global CO2 emissions, second only to the energy sector. The combustion of fossil fuels not only releases CO2, but also emits other harmful pollutants such as nitrogen oxides, NOx, and particulate matter, which can lead to serious health issues, including respiratory diseases and cardiovascular problems. The more vehicles there are on the road, the greater the concentration of these pollutants, which can significantly degrade air quality, particularly in urban areas where traffic congestion is common. Furthermore, the production and maintenance of vehicles also have environmental consequences. Manufacturing automobiles requires substantial amounts of energy and raw materials, including metals, plastics, and rubber. The extraction of these materials can result in habitat destruction, soil erosion, and pollution of water bodies. Moreover, the process of refining and processing these materials further contributes to greenhouse gas emissions. Once vehicles reach the end of their life cycle, they can pose a disposal challenge, as many components are not biodegradable and can contribute to landfill waste. Although recycling efforts exist, the process is not always efficient, and a significant number of vehicles still end up in landfills. Public transportation, while generally more efficient than individual car travel, is not without its environmental impacts. Buses, trains, and trams still rely on fossil fuels or electricity generated from non-renewable sources. However, when more people opt for public transport, the per capita emissions decrease significantly. This shift can lead to a reduction in the number of cars on the road, less traffic congestion, and ultimately improved air quality. Many cities are investing in electric and hybrid buses, as well as expanding rail networks, in an effort to reduce the environmental footprint of public transport. Bicycles and walking are two of the most sustainable forms of transportation. They produce zero emissions, require minimal resources, and contribute to better health and well-being. However, many urban environments are not designed with pedestrians and cyclists in mind, often lacking safe pathways and infrastructure. By advocating for better cycling lanes and pedestrian-friendly areas, communities can encourage a shift away from car dependency. Additionally, the rise of e-bikes has made cycling more accessible for individuals who may struggle with traditional bicycles, further promoting this eco-friendly mode of transport. The logistics sector, which includes the transportation of goods and services, also significantly impacts the environment. The rise of e-commerce has led to an increase in last-mile delivery services, contributing to traffic congestion and emissions. Companies are beginning to explore sustainable alternatives, such as electric delivery vehicles, cargo bikes, and more efficient route planning to minimize emissions. Consumers can also play a role by supporting local businesses and choosing to buy from companies that prioritize sustainable practices. Another critical aspect of transportation's environmental impact is the concept of transportation equity. This refers to the fair distribution of transportation resources and services across different socio-economic groups. Marginalized communities often face challenges in accessing reliable and affordable transportation options, which can limit their opportunities for employment, education, and healthcare. Sustainable transportation solutions must consider equity, ensuring that all individuals have access to safe and efficient modes of transport, regardless of their background. In response to the environmental challenges posed by transportation, many individuals and communities are adopting more sustainable practices. Carpooling, ride-sharing services, and the use of electric vehicles are becoming more popular as people seek to reduce their carbon footprints. Furthermore, the concept of travel light encourages individuals to consider the necessity of their travel, opting for virtual meetings or local experiences instead of long-distance travel. In conclusion, the environmental impact of transportation is a multifaceted issue that requires a collective effort to address. From individual choices to systemic changes in infrastructure and policy, every action counts in the pursuit of low waste and sustainable living. By recognizing the implications of our transportation habits and advocating for cleaner alternatives, we can work towards a more sustainable future that benefits both the planet and its inhabitants. Embracing sustainable transportation options not only mitigates environmental damage, but also fosters healthier communities, improves air quality, and enhances overall quality of life. The transition to sustainable transportation is not just a personal responsibility, but a societal necessity, paving the way for a greener, cleaner, and more equitable world.